It's done. The 49ers officially have traded Trey Lance to the Dallas Cowboys for a 4th-round pick next year. First of all, this is a great trade for the Dallas Cowboys. Phenomenal move for Dallas. They get a former number 3 pick who's improving at only 23 years old, and they get him for nothing, for a 4th-round pick. This is the kind of move that Bill Walsh would do, trading for Steve Young for a 4th and a 2nd. They get Trey Lance for just a 4th. This is a savvy move, a good organization that's going to fully support Trey Lance. Also, this is a great move for Trey Lance. He gets to go play for a head coach in Mike McCarthy, who actually has developed a Hall of Fame quarterback. He developed Aaron Rodgers, gets to play behind a quarterback in Dak Prescott, who's very expensive, and if he keeps throwing all those interceptions, Trey Lance could play sooner than later. He gets to be in Dallas, where his personal passing coach, Jeff Christensen, is. Great day for Trey Lance. Great day for the Dallas Cowboys. Really strange, bad day for the 49ers. They eliminate a distraction that they created by making their own team worse. I mean, they made them the distraction, and they eliminate the distraction by making their quarterback, by degrading their quarterback room. They went from having 2 promising young 23-year-old quarterbacks and Sam Darnold to 1 promising young 23-year-old quarterback and Sam Darnold. And Sam Darnold is just a backup. I don't give a damn what Kyle Shanahan thinks he is. He's a backup with no future as a starter. Maybe Brock Purdy has a future, Trey Lance has a future, and now the Niners only have one of them. Oh, plus a 4th-round pick that they can't use this year. If they wanted Sam Darnold so bad, if they saw this coming, they could have just traded Trey Lance before the draft for a pick they could use this year that actually makes them better now. But they didn't do that. And so now it's official. It's the worst trade ever. They threw 3 1st-round picks away so they could get 4 games out of the guy and trade him for a 4th-round pick. Why did it fail? The Niners were never committed to the move. They traded 3 1st-round picks a month before the draft, and they didn't know who they wanted. They had no idea who they wanted. The day before the draft, they tried to trade that number 3 pick to the Packers for Aaron Rodgers. Then they ended up taking Trey Lance. They had no conviction in it. They kept Jimmy Garoppolo, and once they did that, Lance had no chance. The team had to fully support him, and the Niners never did. And so this was a self-fulfilling prophecy that Trey Lance would fail with the 49ers. The crazy thing is that 49ers fans love Jimmy Garoppolo. They didn't want to get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo. The 49ers wanted to get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo. They essentially sold the fans that Jimmy wasn't good enough. The Niners needed more than a mere game manager to win the Super Bowl. They needed someone like Josh Allen. And so Niner fans begrudgingly accepted that and were patient and believed in Kyle Shanahan and said, okay, Trey's the guy, you picked him, you're going to make it work. And they were patient for 2, almost 3 years. And what'd they get out of it? A 4th-round pick. Also, the 49ers could pivot to Brock Purdy, who's a lot like Jimmy Garoppolo, just a lot cheaper. But it doesn't matter, right? Because the 49ers are going to win the Super Bowl this year. They have Brock the real deal Purdy, and it doesn't matter that they just wasted 3 1st-round picks. And it doesn't matter that Nick Bosa isn't signed. And it doesn't matter that the Niners are getting attention for all the wrong reasons. They're going to win the Super Bowl this year, right? And all will be forgiven. Well, they freaking better win the Super Bowl this year. Otherwise, someone's going to have to answer for the worst trade up in the history of the NFL. Terrible day for the 49ers.